Well, I got to tell you, Drew, it's well, every day is the same in the news right now. There's there's nothing special, or it's all special. It depends on how you want to look at it, because it's all absolutely insane.
Well, I heard someone talking today, and I don't know if this will sound politically correct or not, but they were saying certain ethnic groups in our country were committing crime at a higher rate on white Americans versus any other.
Well, yeah,
group.
that's just Department of Justice
Numbers.
statistics.
Yeah, they aren't
And
my
that's-
numbers.
And that's actually, it doesn't matter if it's Biden's numbers, Trump's numbers, Obama's numbers. That's just how it is. That's, I mean,
But
you can't really fudge that.
do you know? And we've worked with almost every culture there is, being in the auto industry
Well,
for
of course.
30 plus years.
Yeah.
And one of my friends, Democratic friends today, mentioned that 70 something thousand, or maybe it was 100,000 Afghanis
Mhm.
that were flown out, and that Mayorkas said, yeah, they were all vetted. He was lying, of course.
That were flying out where?
Out of Afghanistan.
To here?
Yes.
What do you think they wanted?
Yeah.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Well, here's the thing. They said they vetted them. Well, how do you vet people from a country? They have no computer system. They have no records. And this was my argument with Canada. An American in 1983 that gets a DUI can't go into Canada. But Al-Zabari, who wiped out his entire village and has 12 wives, can go right in.
Yeah.
Shopping.
Well, you know what? Let's lighten the mood. I wrote a Christmas song.
Let's hear it.
As a matter of fact, I think by Christmas I will have a whole Christmas album.
Well, and let me do this real quick before you do that. So whites are killed, are serious crimes 35% higher by African Americans than what whites do to African Americans.
You know why?
White people legitimately suck.
Well, there you go. But here's the thing. This isn't 1922, 1932, 1939, where the Ku Klux Klan is riding horses through the South and burning. And it was wrong. It was wrong.
Well, of course.
But today, the reversed, I guess the other side says, well, that's okay.
Well,
You figure it out.
okay. I want to lighten the mood here. Let's have a little bit. Do you have another one of those?
Mhm.
Do you have another one of those?
Mhm.
Okay. So we're going to play the song right now. Hold on.
Oh, a gentle breeze blowing. I've got the bourbon flowing out of the window. It's snowing. Christmas cocktails and people I don't hate. Holiday music with friends, it's so great. Rudolph is a boy, no woke politics here. But Uncle Ray getting squirrely is something to fear. I spiked the eggnog, I thought it was fun. Uncle Ray had too many and pulled out his gun. He doesn't want to hurt anyone, but he's really dumb. Now we sing and wait for the police to come. Colorful lights twinkle, another ditty we sing. Uncle Ray slipped on the ice asleep, he went as his own bell ring. The weapon secured, the police waved away. Down for a long winter's nap lies Uncle Ray. We turn up the music and yell hooray. I spiked the eggnog, I thought it was fun. But Uncle Ray had too many and pulled out his gun. He doesn't want to hurt anyone, but he's really dumb. Now we sing and wait for the police to come.
All right. Now,
Did you want to hear some FBI statistics?
well, hold on. I just want to preference this first because we got spanked for copyright infringement last week because
Yes.
I was playing some. So
Yes.
So YouTube, you can shove it because I wrote that song. That is my song. That's my property.
Oh, I thought you were going to apologize to him.
No.
Oh.
You kidding?
Well, anyway, these are not my numbers. These are the FBI's numbers.
Okay.
So I want you to keep in mind that this country, legal residents, is about 340 million.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, nobody, including our politicians and maybe even the FBI, CIA, knows the real number of illegal.
Sure. Nobody has a clue.
I'm going to figure it's 30 to 40 million. So, but the reason I say that is cut my number in half. We used to say this in the car business. If you called another dealership and they said, yeah, we sold 200, you immediately cut that in half. That was 100 and subtracted 2. They really sold 98. So anyway, you remember those days?
Oh, yeah.
You remember those days? So
Absolutely.
here's the bulk of those arrested. Whites are arrested 196,000 times for crimes of violence. Blacks were arrested 134,500 times, and Hispanics were arrested 76,500 times. Now, the reason I bring these numbers up is, what is the white population in this country? Well, obviously it's more than the other, but here's the thing. The African Americans, those number of times puts them at 35 to 37%. Following behind that, they say, is the Hispanics. But where are the Chinese, the Asians? They're not hardly on here. Now, why is that? I'm just talking guy to guy. Why do you think the Asians aren't on there?
Well, first of all, you have to know that Black Americans are about 13% of the population in America.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Well, no, that's
why
that's
their
an accurate
number. That's why their numbers. And I'm sorry, these are not my numbers; they're the FBI. So if you're mad at me for saying this, I'm sorry. Well, really, no, I'm not sorry. It's the numbers are the numbers.
Yeah. You can't.
If your car is repossessed because you haven't made 4 payments, the numbers are the numbers, whether you're white, black, Hispanic, or Asian.
That's right.
Okay.
So, anyway, that's wow.
Notice how I threw the car thing in there.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
because those numbers are astronomical.
Yeah. Well, you're kind of up here today. You're on one a little bit. I don't know.
I am. It's because I looked at this judge in Minnesota, land of the liberal. Minnesota. Sorry, folks, for you that are on the right. The jury found the Somalian guy $7.2 million worth of fraud guilty. And that's a liberal state, guilty. Yeah. And I guarantee you, out of the jury members, there were 3 or 4 liberals. I promise you.
Well, at least.
At least. Okay. They found him guilty. And the judge said, you know what? We're not going to go down that road.
Yeah.
Good luck, Minnesota. Keep voting them in.
Yeah. No, I know. It's terrible. And actually, in the next segment, I want to talk about another judge. But we're going to get to that, like I said, in the next segment because we only have about a minute and a half left. What did you think of my Christmas song?
I loved it.
If you're out there in social media land, let us know. Let us know what you think of Christmas song, or email us, downshiftradio@gmail.com. Let us know what you think.
How much time do we get?
We actually have less than a minute. We have about 50 seconds.
Okay, when we come back, I want to talk about my Olympics package that I'm going to offer for everybody.
Here we go. I already know.
Well, listen, it's a great package, and it's coming up, and you're going to want to advertise.
Yeah. Are you really?
They are. I promise you. I love the Olympics.
Bruh.
Yeah. I just, I don't know. It sounds like a bad deal to me, and we're just already because listen, you're over here just. You're just going.
I'm having a great time.
Okay, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about another judge and some other stuff. KTGO 1090 and 92.7 The Flag Hang on. We're going to be right back. Alrighty. Turn this down. By the way, so everybody knows, this particular song that is playing, there also is no copyright infringement going on here. Just so everybody knows. I just want to make that clear.
YouTube kind of slapped us, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they slapped me pretty good, but that's okay.
You know, we're getting slapped around an awful lot here.
Well, just because, social media, pansies, jeez. Anyway, let me get to the story here because it's quite the deal. Fired worker sues government in a case that could upend civil rights laws. Tanya Niemer is one of dozens of immigration judges fired by the Trump administration this year. But a new lawsuit filed in Washington, D.C. suggests what happened to Niemer and why has the potential to scramble the federal workforce and upend foundational civil rights laws. Niemer alleges that despite top performance reviews, she was dismissed from her job because of her gender. Well, you know what? I'm going to stop right there. I'm a little bit on her side now because at least she has a gender and she knows what it is.
Oh,
so
well, that's a good thing.
That's a huge step forward. But hold on. Her status as a dual citizen of Lebanon and the fact that she once ran for municipal office in Ohio as a Democrat. Those reasons, she says, are all in violation of Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the First Amendment.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. Let me see here. The government's responded by arguing that the president's power to oversee the executive branch under Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution essentially overrides that core civil rights law. That's what Niemer's attorney said. So in this, this is a case of which the president of the United States has asserted a constitutional right to discriminate against federal employees. And her lawyer, Nathaniel Zelinsky of Washington Litigation Group, if the government prevails in transitioning the law, it will eviscerate the professional, nonpartisan civil service as we know it. Now, do you think that's why she was fired? Because she's a Lebanese woman?
No.
If you look at Trump has a lot of women around him in his cabinet and that type of thing. And Kash Patel, not a white guy. So I'm not seeing that. What I think is, I think she just didn't do her job very well.
That can't be.
And just let
everybody
go.
Wait a minute.
Wait, Mr. Criminal, I understand that you have 72 felonies on your record, but we're going to go ahead.
Because we believe in you.
Yes, we're going to go
ahead.
We
believe it was the system that held you down.
Right. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and let you go this time and just don't do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's going to go out and catch some lady on fire, or.
So the Civil War was in 1864. 1964 would be 100 years, and another 50. almost 200 years. We believe you've been held back, son.
Yeah, exactly. So that was, to me, I was like, come on. And we have TJ commenting. He wants me to play a song, and I'm not doing that because, well, that would just get us fired immediately.
That's one of our listeners from Missouri, and I
Yes.
happen to know this person.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Because didn't you do a comedy deal at his bar?
Yeah,
several years ago.
Yeah, and he gave the other comedian a nervous breakdown. It was a really bad deal.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right. Well, listen, the newest good, clean, I guess you would say this young man, just no one understood him. He killed somebody that was riding a bicycle to steal the bicycle, and then later brought the bicycle back and put the young man's body over the bicycle, and he got arrested. But he is requesting Teresa Monada Gonzalez. That's the judge that released the other nut job, was 72.
Sure.
A previous criminal, and I mean criminal, that set the young 26-year-old white girl on fire with gasoline that had nothing to do with him. She ran, and here's what the news doesn't tell you. She ran for her life, and that POS still chased her down and set her on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So folks, when is enough enough? When is it enough?
Yeah. Well, you gotta.
I'm sorry. Did I open up Pandora's box?
Well, no, and I was gonna go for this. My next story really grinds my gears, and I was going to just jump right into it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait until next segment because I want to spend some time on this next story. Oh boy, Drew, wait until you hear this. This one. Yeah.
I didn't get into how much time we got? I didn't get in my Olympics.
Oh yeah, no, we got 3 minutes.
Okay, 3 minutes. That'll give me time.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to be going around selling the Olympics package, and you're going to love it. It's a great deal. A lot of people watch it. Most viewed in this country. However, I've got to disclose this. The Somalian Olympic team has just apologized to the Olympic Committee after realizing that sailing and shooting were two separate events.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Is there a button you can push for that?
Oh,
Deny.
That's stupid.
All right.
yeah. Okay. So
You do get that, don't you?
yes.
Okay.
yes, I
I'm
do.
glad someone did.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm getting absolutely blown up over here from TJ. Leave me alone, TJ. Weirdo. Wow. Yeah, TJ is quite the guy. But you know what? He listens all the way in Missouri. So
Well, here's one for TJ.
We've got to get him. Oh, here we go.
The Russian, he asked, do you get most of your salary in bribes? This is for Minnesota. The Finnish guy. What is bribe? Or the Somalian? What is bribes? What is the salary? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, that's enough of that.
Sorry,
I don't know what
Minnesota.
you got going over there, but stop it because you're freaking me out now. Okay. Well, let me see here. What do we got? We have about a minute. So I want to, I can't wait for this next story. But like I said, we didn't have, I want to spend some time on this story. So as I go over the story, Drew, pay attention because I want you to comment on it. I don't want to just switch gears right away.
Okay.
This,
I got you.
I'm
with you.
Oh no, you're
I'm
going
with you.
to be pretty flustered like I was
Okay.
when I saw it. So anyway, we're going to get to that and some other stuff when we come back. I don't know. It's a tough one. It's definitely, well,
That's stupid.
it is. It's stupid that they even wrote this. I can't believe how bad it is. Anyway, we're going to find out in a minute. KTGO 1090 and 92.7 The Flag. Hold on, we'll be right back. Okay. Drew, I'm telling you, this one is, to me, this just sums it up. It sums it all up. I could read this and just completely retire because it's going to tell you everything.
You got to retire in Minnesota.
Yeah.
You got to retire somewhere. You got to retire because you can open up a kitchen and say you're serving 18,000 meals a day.
For
Somali kids.
For Somali kids. Yeah. Okay. Listen to this. Are you there? Are you ready?
Sorry.
That's
the
all right.
Studio door was open.
Okay.
Must have been the Uber driver.
Must have been. Afghan suspect in DC National Guard attack appeared to suffer personal crisis.
No, say it's not so.
Can you believe this?
No.
And please forgive me if I butcher this name. Ramanullah Lakanwal.
Oh, good Irish Catholic name.
There you go. Came to the U.S. from Afghanistan, appeared lively and full of hope. But over the course of years, he slipped into isolation and was prone to take cross-country drives without telling his family, according to a volunteer who worked closely with his family. Lakanwal, an Afghan national, is accused of shooting 2 National Guard soldiers on November 26. One of those soldiers, 20-year... Will you not do that while I'm reading live, please? Jeez.
Sorry, I'm trying to have my Pepsi.
Yes. Yeah, that's what you're doing. Okay. Soldiers, 20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom died from her wounds on Monday. West Virginia Governor Patrick Morrisey described the other Guard member, 24-year-old Andrew Wolf, as in serious condition. My biggest concern that Luckenwall would harm himself. The refugee resettlement volunteer told NPR, I worried he would be suicidal because he was so withdrawn. Well, you know what?
I got to tell you.
Wait a minute. Think all that's good.
Yeah.
That the guy didn't take himself out, but he went ahead and killed 2 of our service members.
And listen, I got to tell you.
Ridiculous story. I can't believe
that
NPR, whoever wrote this should actually just go to jail. Whoever wrote this is criminal because that is such nonsense. I can't believe that anybody would write that with a straight face and think it's okay.
So I knew you were going to talk about this. I knew. So I did a little research. Okay. So when I called the suicide hotline in Afghanistan, they got all excited and asked if I could drive a truck. You got a button for that. You got a button like.
Bruh.
Thank you. I'm
gonna hit them all.
Folks, is this America anymore? I gotta ask.
I just
We sent men over there to fight for those, I should say, those individuals. Everybody's a human being. Everybody deserves a chance. But why? Why do you insist on pushing this down our throats?
listen. Being from the Pacific Northwest, it's a very diverse place.
Yes.
I know people from Afghanistan. I know people from Iran. I know people from Iraq. And these people that I'm telling you that I know, they're people that I like, and they're people that I worked with, and they're people that I would go have a cocktail or go to dinner with.
Yeah.
Great people. That has nothing to do with this guy. And I'm telling you right now that it just infuriates me that, well, because first of all, this guy's from Bellingham. I mean, he lived in Bellingham, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's very close to the Canadian border. Now, Canada, why don't you step up and take all these people? We'd be happy. Matter of fact, we should start a program. Does Greyhound Bus run up there? Can we get an Uber guy to take them up to at least the border? We'll help pay. Listen, here's what gets me. You hate our country. Why come here? Why come here? Years ago, and I'm going to talk about the Hispanics. I saw a thing, a friend of mine, his parents on his mother's side in the 20s jumped in an old Model T, got out of Mexico, went into Texas, and then later California, applied for citizenships and their cards and all, worked in the fields, okay? Put money, saved money, bought a home. 10 of them lived in a small home in what's now called East LA, okay? This was an American story of migrants who came here. They didn't come here to shoot somebody. They didn't come here to burn our flag. They didn't come here to protest. These are real people that assimilated. I'm telling you right now, if you think those people like our culture, they like the freedom, and they want their culture indoctrinated on our children. Well, I say no. I'm sorry. I say no. Go back to those armpits where you came from, get a gun, and fight like our forefathers did against the British to have freedom. It's that simple. And start teaching that in our schools. Come on, people. Come on. Let's get real.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm just so stuck on that somebody. Let me find it here. I'm going to go to the bottom. This is a long story, and I'm not going to read it all because I don't want to give that person the kind of credit. But I am trying to find out. I want to know who Brian Mann is. The person who wrote this story is a guy, assuming he is a guy, you never know these days, named Brian Mann. Well, let me tell you something. Brian Mann, you're terrible at your job, because that is complete nonsense that you wrote. It's complete. We're supposed to feel sorry for this guy.
Which one?
The shooter. We're supposed to feel sorry for the shooter because he had a personal crisis. You think I never had a personal crisis in my life?
And this guy, well, if this was his sister who swore to protect this country, I wonder how he'd feel then. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. These people living in their parents' basements that never worked a hard day in their life.
Yeah.
And I'm going to blame my generation. We should have knocked them upside the head. We should have.
There's like almost every single day, I think at least one of my kids is done. But they all get up and go to work every day.
I know your kids, and they do.
They all get up and go to work every day.
Yeah.
And they all actually wake up with values. And they want to teach their kids the right thing. And they vote. And when I say they vote, not just because they vote like me, which they do, but they're civic minded. They actually care about the person next to them. This Brian Mann, he doesn't care about this guy. He doesn't. he just wanted to tell the story that this poor Afghan guy, because Brian Mann is anti-American himself, and he, as far as I'm concerned, can go right with.
You know what stops a lot of this? Money. If you go and there was somebody, and I forget what I don't know if it was Nancy Pelosi or who, but somebody said, you know what? If you're that concerned about them, why don't you let them move into your home?
Yeah. Well, of course.
Well, they're not going to do that. They're
Well,
going to
no.
spend the American tax dollars of people who don't believe in that.
Sure.
See, and that's easy for them to do. And a lot of our politicians, guess what? And Marjorie Greene, she's waiting until January. You know why? You know why? Because she gets her full retirement by waiting until January. If she was so headstrong about, she would already resign.
Yeah. Well,
but it's the money.
Well, yeah, and that's just fiscally responsible. She has a
No,
family.
I
know
get
what
it.
you're saying.
I
but
get
at
it.
the same time, that one's kind of
Yeah.
Anyway, we have to take a break. When we come back, it will be our fourth segment, and we'll talk about whatever we want, just like we did on the first three.
Little WTI.
Yeah, KTGO 1090 and 92.7. The flag. Hold on. TJ.
He blown it.
Yes. Yeah. He goes, do you honestly believe that voting in the last 100 years has mattered since the creation of the 16th Amendment? Well, TJ, I don't know. But we still do it. Because it's the right thing to do. Freaking TJ.
Oh, that's funny.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Drew, before you go into WTI and that type of thing, I want to bring this up because this is a local deal. So a kid accidentally was shot.
I heard about that.
A few days ago. He was a kid. It was a shotgun. He's going to be fine. He was in stable condition the other day. He's going to be fine. And the reason why I bring this news story up is obviously that's tragedy. The kid's lucky. And I don't know exactly what happened, but people are upset around here. And honestly, it's because they're nosy. I'm just going to say it. They're nosy.
What?
They want to know exactly what happened. Who is this kid? Blah, blah, blah. He's a minor. It's none of your business.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, and I understand that, but you don't get mad at the news outlets. Don't get mad at the police. The police are not going to tell you this kid's name, and they're not going to tell you exactly what happened. He's a minor. He is protected from all of that type of thing. So you just, chill out, guys. The kid got shot. He's going to be okay. It was an accident. Somebody probably dropped the shotgun, whatever. I don't know. But he was a kid. So Nobody's going to splash his name all over. They're not going to tell you exactly what happened. You're never going to know. So just move on and, wait for the next tragedy so you could be nosy about that. Sorry. I saw on Facebook, and there were actually people that were mad because the news story didn't tell them enough.
Well, what's funny about that is, Tom Simon will call this show once in a while.
Yeah.
And
is he mad at me, by the way, for picking on him?
He wanted 30 seconds of his life back. He said he was ready to jump out of his car. But, and for the folks that don't know the comment that Eric made the other day, he was doing the Dollar General store.
Yeah.
Some lady had allegedly stole $3,000 worth of stuff from the Dollar General store. And Eric had his list of.
Yeah, I was just doing some jokes.
Yeah, his list.
Yeah. And
one of the
all I
one
said
of the
is,
list was,
yeah,
she didn't want to talk to Tom
she
Simon.
didn't want to interview with Tom Simon because he.
But I got to tell you something about, here's the thing about Tom Simon. Where do people get their local news around here? It's kind of sad. It really is.
Well, and not to take anything away from what Tom does, but people are, yes, they're getting, it's really the only place to get
trending topics. And here's the thing. You brought this up. And
guys, so young everybody knows we're not plugging Tom right now.
Well, we're the young man that was shot. Okay. It was an accident. And here's the thing. Tom Simon was on that, reporting it quicker than anybody else in the area.
Well, of course.
So you got to tip your hat for that. Now,
well, and again, we're not, just so everybody knows, we're not plugging Tom. We're just being honest here. He was the first one there. A lot of times he's the first one there.
Yes. Now, why is that? You know why, well, folks? I'm going to tell you why. I'm just going to cut to the chase.
Well, he's not lazy.
Yeah. And listen, your bigger cities, Minot and Bismarck and Fargo, do you really think they care about Williston?
No.
You're the redheaded stepchild out here, but you're the money. You're the money pot.
Well, yeah.
So they like that, but they don't like the rest of it. And so I'm going to say,
they like our oil revenue.
I'm going to say it. Am I wrong?
No. Well, okay.
This was never supposed to happen in America.
Call me out on it. Call me out on it.
But that's the bottom line is Tom's not lazy. So, I know there's people that don't like him, whatever. I don't care. He's out there doing it. And if you don't like him, well, then maybe you should go out there and do it.
Folks, and I'm going to tell you something. When all of us here in Williston, Williams County when we decide to pull together, we're going to change things. Until we do that, and here's part of the problem. You have about 12 to 15,000 that they call locals.
Yeah.
And then there's about 12 to 15,000 that are transient. Okay. They might be here a year, 5 years, 8 years, whatever the case may be. When they all pull together as one. Oh, I like this. I like this.
Are you gonna start singing?
When we all pull together as one,
yeah,
and we tell Bismarck, guess what, boys? But until that happens, folks, we're still going to be the redhead.
I thought you were going to start singing that 80s song, USA for Africa. We are the world.
You know what? What just went across my mind? Tiny Tim.
Oh,
and the Scrooge.
No,
because Bismarck is the Scrooge, and we're Tiny Tim. Okay.
Yeah. No, we're not. We're not doing.
Do we have any sponsors out of Bismarck? Because I just made them mad.
No.
And if we do, guess what?
Well, if we do, we did, and we don't now. Which reminds me, Cartoons Williston, Legends Off Road, and Mondak Hardware.
Oh, I got to get out and see them.
Yeah, yeah, you do. Tell them I said hi. I should got out there, but it's tough. It's tough when you have the day job. I got the day gig, and I'm busy during their, during their business hours. I have my own business hours.
And if you're busy all day and then you want to go home and rest, guess what you want to rest on? Something from My Pillow and More.
Absolutely.
Are you a hot sleeper? Listen, if you are, M. Lily, and I show people this when they walk in. I said, put your hands on it.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, you've got. My Pillow has the best bed I've ever seen, and I used to be in the mattress business. The best bed I've ever seen. If you're a hot sleeper, it's comfortable, and I promise you, you're not going to be hot sleeping on that deal. So,
yeah. That's M. Lily. And we got the first completely organic mattress in the area. So if you have allergy problems, if you can't, all the stuff you breathe in and that, you got to get out here and try this. And here's what's
also a pretty comfortable.
My gosh, it just blows me away. And I didn't know anything about mattresses, and I'm learning more and more. And you sold mattresses for a while.
Yeah.
I'm learning from you that zero. Oh, I showed that to a guy that was all the way from Montana. He fell in love with that. I brought him up in the position.
Yeah, the zero G. Yeah,
the zero G. And folks,
if you have a bad back, everybody should have a power bank.
Yeah, and the Helix, which is recommended by chiropractors and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get in here, folks. Now you can go buy the $25 used mattress from somebody, and I wish you a lot of luck. But when it comes to getting some, did I say that wrong? $25 mattress.
That's stupid.
Well, whatever it is, out of the back of somebody's pickup truck,
Bruh.
folks, and you may go, hey, I don't think I can afford one of them. Yeah, you can, because guess what? We finance.
That's right. Yeah.
And we don't care about your credit.
That's right. Just a few easy payments and you can sleep. Look, people pull up all the time. I see people, $70,000, $80,000, $100,000 trucks, and they're like, yeah, I want a $400 mattress that I'm going to spend 8 hours a day on. Well, that's nonsense.
Yeah, you can't even get a set of mud guards and a tonneau cover for that.
Well, exactly.
And here's the other thing. People are going, hey, what do we do with our old mattress? We're setting up a deal out here. Folks, you're going to be able to bring your old mattress right here instead of paying $150 to some other big mattress store to get rid of that for free. And here's what else I want to do. The month of December, for every mattress that's brought in, I want to make a donation. And I'm going to tell you something, a donation to St. Jude's.
Okay, perfect. There you go. We're good. That's you said it, so it is now a thing. There we go. Now that I like. Okay. Anyway, we have to go. It is that time. KTGO 1090 92.7, the flag. See you later.